Hello and welcome to another installment of Comparative Reasoning. I'm your host, Sidra Kennedy. Um, I want to talk about equality, not so much as one or the other, because that's sort of a division. I mean, actual equality. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And this is about the January 6th 2021 riots. That's what this is about. So when you get these things, these riots, this invasion on Capitol Hill, these people went there to force the government physically through violence to force the government to not remove and yet reinstate Donald J. Trump as president of the United States. They had a noose ready to hang. They had zip ties, some had guns, some had other weapons, mace, things like that. President Trump ordered military and whatnot to stand down. The immediate, cops and whatnot in the area, the ones that are sworn to protect this area with their very lives, to stand down and just let them do what they want to do. They were all doing it for Trump. I mean, they had banners, they had the MAGA face paint, they had all this other stuff. They were chanting MAGA, they were chanting Trump. That's what they were doing. Okay? That's what they were doing. And ever since then, a good amount has been caught, but not many prosecuted. Not all have been caught. And they are actually using excuses of, I was manipulated, I was lied to, I didn't understand, I didn't really do anything, I was just in there, I just walked in. You were there, okay? Let's compare this to people in general, where in a certain state, if you get caught with weed 3 times, you go to jail/prison for life. You get caught for the same thing, or roughly the same thing, 3 times, is life. If you strong arm rob a place, for some people you get probation for about a year or 2, maybe 6 months. Other people, you get a prison sentence of 10 to 25 years. So 10 to basically life. Life used to be 25 years to life. So you're hitting that minimum of life sentence. That's what people get. Now, that's how it used to be. And now you have to be fortunate enough to survive the encounters with a cop in order to get a prison sentence. Now, here's what I don't understand, is why this country as a whole can't compare those two things. If I am in a certain state, matter of fact, screw that. If I'm in any state and I get caught by the cops with weed, I'm going to get a massive fine and or not jail, but prison time, because it will go down that I am caught with the substance with intention to distribute and or use. Usually it's distribute, because using it, that's your own. But to distribute, even if that's not the case and it's your own and you're not giving it away or selling it to anyone, the fact that they have accused you, even though you tell the judge that No, this is mine and I was going to use it myself. I'm not giving it away. I done paid for it. You're still under the umbrella of intent to distribute. It's the first thing said that becomes the preconceived notion of your own judgment. And I find that wrong. In this country, what we need is an outburst of people that goes through and say, let these types of people go. Because there is no way somebody should be able to do their own drugs, mess up their own body, and go to prison, harming no one else. And they go to prison for a decade or two, opposed to someone that can literally storm a heavily coveted government site, threaten to kill damn near everyone there, to the point where all of the Republicans and Democrats that were there cowering in fear, with the Republicans scared that they will get messed up and or killed because the rioters might not be able to tell one from the other and might not care from one or the other. And a Democrat that hid with the Republicans, because at that point, well, if you're hiding with the Republicans and there's a bunch of Republicans that are there, so you don't hide with the Republicans if you think there's a bunch of Democrats coming to kill people. You hide with Republicans, hoping that the Republicans that are there to kill people will assume that you're a Republican and not kill you. He had the best words on the floor when addressing Congress, but that doesn't mean he's going to do anything, though. This is just political bullying, streetwise, government-wise. It's not right and it's not fair. And I would love if there was someone in a, judiciary level of authority that could say, hey, we are going to treat you rioters, or if you want to call yourself patriots or loyalists, the same as you have all wanted us to treat the minorities in this country. And we are going to punish you the exact same way that you wished all of them to be punished, or you turned a blind eye to their injustice. Because if you want true equality, even you can even find inequality and equality in punishing those that are just like the others. We're all on the same level. We are all on the same level. It's all about the color of your skin to how much freedom you can have doing what you do. And when you remove the color of someone's skin and you actually make justice blind to color and financial means, then you can actually start getting the equality that this country has always proclaimed to have. This has been Cedric Kennedy of Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.